Leading the opponent by 13 points, KD angrily scolded his teammates, and even Bradley Beal, who was sitting next to him, felt uneasy. After the Brooklyn Nets' Big Three in 2020, how long has it been since you saw KD who wanted to win so much? In the recent game where the Phoenix Suns won the Golden State Warriors, because they were leading their opponents by as many as 15 points in the fourth quarter, the Suns players were lax in defense and allowed the opponents to score 2 points. Then head coach Mike Budenholzer called a timeout. When everyone walked to the bench, before Mike Budenholzer had time to speak, KD angrily lectured everyone, probably meaning that you can't let your guard down before the game is over. KD's sudden emotional outburst also made Bradley Beal, who was sitting on the sidelines, nervous. In the days when KD was absent due to a calf strain, the Suns team achieved a poor record of 1 win and 5 losses. The team often showed a decline in form and played negatively in the fourth quarter. In the first 10 games of the regular season before KD was absent, the Suns team always relied on KD's stable performance to win the game at the last moment, even if the opponent was a strong team like Denver Nuggets and Los Angeles Clippers. As the top leading star in the league, KD has obviously realized the decline of the team, not only because of his absence, but also because of the lazy playing habits of most players at the last moment. So, his long-suppressed emotions finally broke out at this moment. In fact, this is not the first time in KD's career that he has criticized his teammates' negative state in order to win a game. How strong is KD who defends seriously? In this era where only scoring is considered, even defense is only the job of role players. Perhaps no one thought that KD would become the core of the entire defense system of the Suns. In the games played by KD this season, the Suns' defensive efficiency ranked 8th in the league, limiting opponents to an average of only 110.8 points per game. In the case of KD's injury and absence, the Suns' defensive efficiency directly dropped to the 10th from the bottom in the league, and the defense was weak. That's why KD questioned the defensive performance of the entire team in the recent game when the Suns defeated the Warriors. Maybe in this game, people only saw KD's 7 of 20 shots on offense, but ignored the great pressure he gave to the Warriors on defense. He not only grabbed the most rebounds in the game with 10 rebounds, but also delivered 3 key blocks when defending the opponent's players. Whether defending Draymond Green or role players like Lindy Waters III, KD used all his strength and fought hard for every round. It may be this defensive example set by KD that made role players determined to fight to the end. Therefore, Ryan Dunn, Oso Ighodaro and KD jointly defended the paint area of the Suns. KD completely sealed the victory with a 3-pointer, giving his opponent a 4th consecutive defeat. At the same time, after leaving the Warriors, KD's record against the Warriors reached 6 wins and 2 losses. KD scored 21 points, 10 rebounds, and 3 blocks in the game. Many fans sighed after watching the game. KD really did both offense and defense, which is not an easy thing in the current league. Devin Booker said that KD is the key man of the Suns, always making some incredible shots at the most difficult times, those that seem impossible to score, but for him he can always make such shots. For the Suns, KD is too important. He played in 9 games this season, and the team ranked first in the West with 8 wins and 1 loss. In the few games that KD missed, the Suns only got 1 win and 6 losses. In the previous game, KD was injured because Ben Simmons accidentally stepped on his ankle. The reporter asked if his feet were all right. KD just answered very calmly, "Yeah, it's all right. It's a little tweak. It didn't hurt too bad." Everyone can feel that KD is now calm and peaceful, and those former teammates who had all kinds of unpleasantness with him have reconciled. After learning that James Harden's 3-pointer ranked 2nd in history, KD immediately recorded a video to congratulate him. Watching the video of himself assisting James Harden's first 3-pointer, he smiled slightly. During the All-Star game last season, The media jokingly asked whether he and Stephen Curry had the best chemistry among all the superstar guards he had partnered with. KD unexpectedly mentioned Russell Westbrook, saying that he had a good cooperation with every former teammate. But he and Russell Westbrook have been together since they were 19 years old, and they have worked together for 8 years. He said that the cooperation with Stephen Curry was indeed very successful, but recalling the days with Russell Westbrook, the two of them should have had better cooperation. Draymond Green, who may have caused him the most harm, the two of them understood each other in the podcast program and faced all the unhappiness at the time frankly. Off the court, the two of them made an appointment to watch the game together, and after the game, KD would take the initiative to hug and praise Draymond Green's performance. He can now balance between aggression and calmness, doing better than before, and everyone has always believed that he has this ability. The timeline goes back to December 31st, 2021. At that time, only the healthy KD was left in the Brooklyn Nets' Big Three. In the last moments of the game against the Detroit Pistons, KD also angrily scolded his teammates, hoping that everyone would cheer up. Even James Harden, who was sitting next to him, was scared. In the end, KD scored 51 points in that game, turned the game around by himself, and revitalized the game state of all his teammates. This year is a year that can no longer be wasted for the 36-year-old Kevin Durant. This season, we have seen many times that KD plays harder than all the young players on the court. So when we see KD having a bad touch in a game, what else can we blame? After all, for a 36-year-old veteran who once ruptured his Achilles tendon, he has to give everything he has on defense. He is tired enough. KD, who is still eager to win, leads his passionate young teammates. Everyone believes that they will go further this year. On the day of the unveiling of the Dwayne Wade sculpture, KD told everyone very frankly that he doubted whether there would be a statue of himself, and in which city, to commemorate his playing days. However, he was still very grateful for the enthusiasm and respect shown to him by everyone, which was enough for him. Few players can have a brilliant career like Dwayne Wade, win championships, and play for the same team all the time. He said he could not meet these conditions. He failed to win the championship with the Oklahoma City Thunder, and won the championship and FMVP after joining the Golden State Warriors, but was questioned whether he was the real core of the team. In the Brooklyn Nets, he only left everyone with the regretful memory of the longest mid-range shot. Unknowingly, this is already KD's third season with the Phoenix Suns. Now at the age of 36, what is he still striving for? Perhaps as the sports journalist Dwayne Rankin said, if Kevin Durant brought the first championship to the Phoenix Suns, would he have his own statue?